Hey everybody, failed entrepreneur back again, and today making a video on a looming crisis that's coming our way. So you better get ready. It's in the mail, unfortunately, it seems. I was gonna make a video on this last week. I was starting to hear some rumors and some whispers of a problem in this industry. Didn't make a video on it because I wanted to hear some more. But today I wake up, see and read a bunch of articles on in the mainstream press that this is an issue, and it's the food industry. It's getting killed right now with the economic shutdown that we're seeing, the economic blitzkrieg that we're all living through, and your major food producers are not only crying for help, but they're giving out a warning, right? The food industry has gone topsy-turvy as well, and that has serious ramifications for all of us. Potentially even more serious than the corona stuff we're experiencing right now. If that's even possible, it is. So what's happening is you got your major food producers. The article I read today was Tyson, chicken and stuff like that, but others as well, just getting hammered right now because of the economic shutdown. Turns out, I guess, most food consumption comes from like restaurants. Americans love to eat out. I hardly do. It's too expensive. Got better things to waste my money on. But I think I had read something last week, 80% and an ungodly amount of bacon. The country's consumption of bacon just comes from the restaurant industry. Okay. And now that those are all basically shut down, stuttered in their tracks, hog farmers have been resorting to going and just slaughtering their hogs, their pigs, because there's no market for them anymore, right? And so they're losing tons of money. They're closing down their plants. And so basically the problem, and this, you're seeing this now, and this is why I made the video, other industries are starting to say this as well, which is no surprise, just wanted to wait and see. Things like cattle and chicken and hogs, right? I would not be surprised to see farmers of other things like grains and wheat and whatever coming as well. But basically, again, because it's very simple. The supply of food is as high as it was. It's still at pre-corona levels, okay? But the demand has gone quite down. And like, well, wait a minute. I go to the grocery store and they're running out of milk and there's no eggs. And that, again, yeah, that's true. But again, that's a very small part of the demand chain. And again, the restaurants shutting their doors is what's killing it. And so farmers have a bunch of food and crops, again, with no market for it, no place to put it, really. It's kind of like what we're seeing in the oil industry right now. The supply is still pre-corona levels, which was already extremely high. And there's literally like no space to put your oil now. Oil prices went negative because it was a money loser. You lost more money storing the oil than you would actually having and selling it. That's oil, it affects car, it has effects. I made a video on it, go watch it. It's over here in YouTube space. But when farmers can't do this anymore, they're just not going to keep, because who knows how long this goes on. They just can't keep running their farms at a negative and a deficit, even though it's what farmers usually tend to do. They're going to have to close down. A bunch of production plants have already been closed down because of low demand. And so workers are getting furloughed, and they may not be opening back up their doors, and that is literally taking food off the country's table. Do you see where I'm going at here? And as more and more food producers have to do this super high supply of food we're seeing now with not enough market could reverse and go way in the wrong way, where now the supply is extremely low. It's not profitable. It just doesn't make sense. I had read something last week that Minnesota, Michigan, one of those countries up there, sorry if you live there, had sent in like the National Guard to go march on like a food production plant, right? I don't know if the guard is there slaughtering the cows, or if there was a riot there, but I'm like, you're starting to see more cracks. Okay, the system is extremely strained right now. You just can't keep doing things as normal and expect things to function in a corona environment unless you're Amazon, I guess. And so very, very scary, because like I said, if this keeps going for any length of time, the damage may already be done, is that food producers are going to either probably try and cut down on the supply and just make or grow less food, raise less food, or like I said, shut down their production plants and just take that food off the table. And then you could see real shortages of meat now in the grocery stores. And that would have serious ramifications, right? If people can't get food, if people are hungry, on top of being unemployed, on top of, getting evicted from their homes and missing their car, whatever it is, if we can't eat, it could get very, very ugly. Like I said, no more bacon, no more sausage, no more pork chops, pork chop sandwiches, no more chicken, or the prices will be extremely high, and that could also be very, very bad as well. So, United States, we got it pretty good. Food's pretty affordable. It's pretty plentiful. It's pretty cheap. I always said that I will be worried if like my McDonald's shuts down, right? Because they ran out of food, right? And this could have an effect, right? We may see we love our fast food, but like if that can't even, that's a good like canary in the coal mine for me, right? If my McDonald's, like I said, shuts down, if I start hearing stories about McDonald's can't get food to the stores. Now, McDonald's has their own production chains and supply chains, so they might be a little more insulated. But still, that's a good barometer for me, and maybe we're going in that direction. I don't know. That said, if you're able to, I would highly recommend you go to the grocery store and you stock up on some meat right now to freeze and store and have later. A couple things. Hey, number one, prices aren't going to be getting any cheaper anytime soon. It's probably going to be trickling up and getting more expensive the longer you wait. So save some money now, get that meat, freeze it, store it. And two, you just may not have it anymore going forward, right? Bacon, oh no, maybe like a luxury item, right? Chicken and steaks and your beef, whatever it is, meatballs. It could be getting very tight, right? Like I said, we'll see states are starting to open up right now. I hope, I don't know, people are starting to wake up and maybe see that this quarantining is maybe more damaging than the virus itself. We did a month, and hey, good for those that did, right? You put a month in, and that's not easy to do. But again, you just can't completely shut down an economy and just expect to, go back to business as usual in a month or two or three or four without expecting some consequences and some lasting damage. And so the damage is here. It's probably growing by the day. You can bail out farmers, and I think farmers are getting bailouts. But again, we're just putting Band-Aids. You can only bail out so much water before your ship sinks, and we're taking on a lot right now. This is not sustainable. You have to try and find a way. You've got to find a middle ground to get people back out and to get them spending, right? Before this huge interwoven, interlinked supply chain we've built for ourselves just kind of tumbles and collapses on itself. And that would be extremely scary. It could take years to repair, and that would affect everybody. I don't care who you are. It would not be a pretty sight. That's great content. So, not to be Chicken Little, but I mean, hey, these are crazy times anyways, but definitely I would recommend, we're probably going to go today to the store myself. Stock up on some staples, clear out room in that freezer so it won't go bad, and just get your little like meat supply ration going on, maybe for a couple of weeks, who knows, just to supplement and to have, because like I said, hey, we saw what happened with toilet paper, right? Okay, in weird economic times, supply and demand can do really, really weird things. It's not like people just started going to the bathroom more. I don't think so, right? It's just that, this irrational demand for toilet paper just caused it. I still haven't found any, and I haven't seen wild toilet paper in the woods for probably like a month, right? And I bought some before this all happened. I was a little ahead of the curve, but hey, I got 2 rolls left, and man, you can be a little chintzy on that, but what am I going to do when I run? That's just toilet paper, right? Or if not, hey, get ready for the meat memes because those are coming soon too, right? Get your meat. Watch out. Industry's not in good shape, and it could get a lot worse, and it could get a lot uglier. Unfortunately, like really, really soon if we don't like turn this around quickly. So beware. Tell people. I don't think it hurts to be a little prepared, especially in these times. Watch out for yourself. And vegetarians, you can disregard this whole video. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. And this is Failed Entrepreneur. I'll catch you later. Bye.